when it comes to the world's tallest building. It was built in the middle of a very big desert. Now, the question is, why didn't heavy storms bring this building down on the process of constructing this building? Or why didn't this building fall because of storms coming from the desert while this building was constructed? This is for us to know that before this building was constructed, sophisticated equipments were properly used. All right, let me not say much. Rather, let's watch this video. While watching, let's like, comment, and share.
The world's tallest building was built in the middle of the desert and didn't get blown down by a superstorm. But in fact, the first step in building the foundations of this building was a challenge. Engineers dug down 140 meters, but still couldn't find a solid layer of rock. That meant they had to build the foundation on soft sand. If they'd done it the normal way, the foundation would have sunk, causing the building to tilt or even collapse. So what's the solution? Let's start with an experiment. Stick a thin wooden stick into the sand. When it reaches a certain depth, it won't go any further. This is because the sand gives the stick a friction force that prevents it from going down. According to this principle, if you add a lot of sticks like this under the foundation, then when you insert it into the ground, as long as the stick doesn't go down, the foundation will be dragged down, right? As long as it's deep enough, even the tallest building can withstand it. So the workers drilled 192 holes in the ground. Each hole was as deep as a 10-story building. Then they put in a hollow steel pipe. Inside the tube, they put in pre-made rebar. And finally, concrete is poured directly into it. Once the concrete piles have been built, the foundation is much easier to build. The only difficulty was probably the desert heat, which meant that the workers had to work at night. But a new problem was soon discovered. The building is situated close to the sea. Salt-laden seawater seeps underneath the foundations. It would have corroded the steel reinforcement in the concrete piles. So clever humans electrified the foundations, using the rebar as the cathode and a titanium mesh as the anode. When the two are electrified, the rebar is less likely to oxidize. At this point, the entire foundation is finally in place. The design of the building is in the shape of a flower. It'll create an effect similar to that of a dam, to hold the core structure firmly in place. For practical reasons, the buttresses are made in the form of steps. Each step is a large terrace where people can enjoy the beautiful view from above. At the same time, there are green partition walls on both sides of these handrails, as shown in the picture. Don't underestimate these walls. If you remove them all, when a storm hits in the desert, even if the structure is solid, the wind will bend the whole building. But when the dividing walls are added, the structure of the handrail becomes an I-shaped design with a strong support in any direction. But even so, there's another horrible effect of the storm. When strong winds hit the building, they create a spiral vortex. That can cause the building to shake violently. Like an earthquake, it could have collapsed